All right, gentlemen, we are now recording for posterity, for all future entertainment viewing. Our millions and millions divided by millions and millions. Connor, you can do that math.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. That's all right. Hey man, I like going back and watching. That's what matters.
No, it's fun.
It is a lot of fun.
Imagine if we could go back and watch some of our early sessions from 4 years ago.
Gosh, we had some classic moments.
The last session had 21 views.
Did it really?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
And
I know I didn't watch it 21 times.
We had one comment.
That's cool. I can't
Someone
believe
gave us heart eyes.
Yeah.
They said, thanks, guys. Lovely to see you guys are still friends.
Oh, well, thank you for that kind comment.
Shout out to Carla.
Well, thanks, Carla.
USA.
It's easy to be friends when you're this socially distanced.
I guess her gaming group did not work out so well.
Let us hope.
We've all been there.
She rolls a natural 20 for her group.
That wasn't Belladonna, was it?
No.
Yeah.
It definitely wasn't.
Okay.
Yeah. That was one of the early, when that was way too many people at that table, but still. So I can't believe we just let the 4-year anniversary come and go so quickly. When you brought that up, I was like, "What?" That was usually that's like a
you have a fair amount of subscribers, though, Ryan. You got 1.9 thousand.
That's not pretty good. Yeah. That's it's slowly ticking. So.
Yeah.
Hey man, Dungeons and Dragons is awesome. Just more people.
We can do GM tips together.
Cool.
Start getting like more consistent.
I'm totally down with that.
Content out now.
Totally. That's my secret is play with people who know the rules better than you do. And then you don't have to do anything. No, I've loved playing and learning with you guys. Everybody's brings something to the table. So
you got your sheet pulled up, Patrick?
I'm getting it.
Okay. When you get in, you need to update one thing. You're missing a class feat that you have to choose.
Gotcha.
And before you joined, everybody added an additional 900 experience points. So for a total of 1,800 now.
I think Patrick's on milestone leveling. So.
Oh, okay. So when
we did that last. Yeah.
When they hit 2,700, I think that's what it is. When you hit 2,700, I don't have the player's handbook. Oh yeah, I do.
Yeah, it's 2,700.
27, or yeah. Yep. Then you can level up to 4, but you're still lowly level 3s right now. Although that last encounter was. Did you take damage, Patrick, last time? I can't remember. I think you did.
I think I did too.
And also, mercifully, the sun is now behind that tree, so it's not glaring in my face. It had a. Let's see, it's mid-afternoon. Let's say it's on the late side of mid-afternoon. Late afternoon. You're exhausted. Let me pull up that locale where you guys were at too, just for flavor and recollection. Bella says hello. You can hear her in the background. Okay. The dogs. That was one thing about playing in the afternoon. The dogs were like, "Oh, this is like normal work time, so I'm not going to mess with you guys." But now it's like, "Oh, you're done with work. Why aren't you playing with me?" It's time to play. All right, let's see. There we go. All right. So you guys, this is the troll went down the river, maybe down this way. No, I think it would flow this way. But anyways, there's this big fire pit. Mark, Django had actually found a longbow. I think there were only 6 arrows.
Yeah.
That you could find, but arrows are easy to purchase if and when you guys get back to water deep. If you decide to go back with money, if you need to, I don't know. Let's see, you just defeated this troll, and Taz was doing great. Only lost 4, 5, 6 pints of blood, I think.
Yeah.
That's it. Not bad.
Taz saved us.
And so, yeah, you said you wanted to take a short rest, I think is where we had left off.
Yeah, and that's when Taz and I were going to have a talk about distancing.
Mm-hmm.
That 200 yards is a little bit too much social distancing.
Yeah, a little too much. Appreciate the effort. Maybe too much. But yeah, you guys can take a short rest here. And I think if you've already done that, the dice rolls and the hit dice, then we can keep on trucking.
Okay. You got it pulled up, Patrick.
No, I've got some other stuff going on with this right now. It's my computer somehow just crashed and had to reboot, and it kicked me out of everything. So it asked me for like new passwords and stuff. So I'm working on that while we do it. I've got.
Okay.
Oh no! Do you need to take a minute to kind of get your?
No, go ahead. Keep on trucking. I was
It's
late
okay,
anyhow.
because I'll go grab a drink real quick if you need a minute.
Yeah, we'll pause real quick while you get a beverage, and I'll figure out what's going on with the dogs, so that's not the soundtrack for the entire night.
It's royalty free.
It is royalty free. It's definitely royalty free.
True.
I think she's just wanting to be involved with what the big boys are doing. That's her way to stay involved. She's this big, and they're like 90 pounds of fury. So teeth and fury. But I'll be right back. I'll put you guys on mute.
Okay.
I'll stop sharing that.
Okay, so Patrick, last week you had a Giants hat on.
And now I was hoping someone would notice. I'm going to go for teams with 0-4 records.
Oh, do you have without looking, is it a Falcons hat?
You got it. and I happen to have a Dolphins hat I'll wear next week. Hopefully they'll go 0-5. So I'll be rocking it.
I'm honestly surprised that the season is still going on.
I absolutely agree.
Me too.
Because how many games have been delayed now? 3?
Yeah. I mean, it made for great Monday Night Football because you could watch from 7 to midnight, but still.
I saw I think the Bundesliga, was it Bundesliga football? So they're letting some fans in.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's, Germany, they're ruthlessly efficient. And so it's like, yeah, these are the tests.
Everybody will be exactly 6 feet apart.
Precisely 6 feet. Yeah.
They'll all be wearing medical grade masks.
Yeah. Yeah. Provided by the government.
Yeah.
No questions asked. Like simple. And then if they change the guidelines to 8 feet, it's just like they automatically just move.
Yeah.
There's extra.
It's like magnets.
Germans. Oh man. There's a reason why they make such good cars and planes and engines and things.
Hey Daniel, can you pull up my record from your sheet? Do I have it to where I can share it with you?
Yeah, I have it pulled up, but I can't edit it. And
nope, that's fine. Let's play just as I was for right now and just keep on going. I'm having issues with
You want him to just maybe email it to you or something, or?
Actually, Daniel, if you want to email it to PJ Walsh at us.ibm.com, world all 38 people send me emails, say, hey.
Maybe Ryan can edit that out.
I don't know. I've not figured out how to edit.
That's fine. I don't mind. That's right. I
Okay.
can't figure out how to open my email. So just
That's what I think I haven't been able to figure out. It's like,
It's like,
so I'm just
what-
like, if you want to fast forward to the game, start, here.
yeah, give it a timestamp.
Yeah.
I actually don't have a good way
okay.
to
I don't know what.
email this because it won't let me.
Okay.
Can't save it.
Yeah, and then the chat is. I wonder if I still have the. No, the chat where you copy and pasted it is gone.
Okay.
Maybe Mark can go in and figure something out.
Well, it's not set in our campaign.
Right.
Oh, so he won't be able to do it.
What the heck? Yeah, let's just start. I'll fake it.
I can give you your stats and everything real quick if you want to.
Yeah, let's go for it because I don't know what the hell's going on with my Google email.
Like armor class, HP,
Yeah.
weapons.
What was AC? I remember my weapons. AC is 16 or 18? 16, right?
Here, I gotcha.
All right.
Have you been able to log into D&D Beyond?
No, I'm locked out because of Google issues. But I'd never done that before. It's weird. We've been doing this for quite a few weeks.
Campaign. Create unassigned character. You guys can go ahead.
Yeah, go.
I can do this pretty quick.
Okay. All right. Then I'm going to share something else just to give a little better view of where you're at. Oh, that looks cool.
That does look cool.
All right. So, and I managed to figure out the scale a little bit. So I put a little scale thing down here. You guys, what did I say? Slow pace is 18 miles a day. You guys are, I mean, it's a good, clear road. So you even though you've got a cart, mule and cart, you're able to, I'd say you can go a little faster than slow pace. You're closer to normal pace. So that's where I'm kind of getting those 3 days from. So you cross the Zun Bridge on day one. And then on day two, let's say you probably made it about here. It gets a little less, the road gets a little less maintained, so it's slowing you down a bit. That's why you kind of hit here in mid-afternoon. You had a little bit of a distraction, something very unusual, a troll under a bridge. Such a clever idea. That's perfect. He's got you coming in. He's got you bottlenecked right there. So he's like, that's where you guys are like little pieces of Pez candy for him as he picked you off, but he did not. In fact, you thwarted him. You've shoved him on down. So he's probably floating down here in this water, in this little archipelago down here now at this point. But it's late afternoon now. Now that you've kind of taken a breath, you're still sort of in this area. You've reconnected with Rule. That's who you're with now. So Rule he's so happy that he hired you guys. Like he's effusive. It's like, my goodness, I've never seen a troll this close to the main road. Without the regular patrols from the city guard doesn't really come out this far anyways, but just in general, you're far enough away from the main city that beasties feel a little bit more comfortable coming out. But he's super grateful, obviously, that he hired you all. And if there was ever any doubt about your abilities, those doubts are assuaged now. He cannot believe how good Taz is at being able to get bitten and slashed. Really,
Patrick,
like a magnet.
It's something, yeah.
At level 3, you were able to choose your order. You didn't choose it yet on your sheet. You could do Order of the Ghost Slayer, Order of the Lycan, which is like a shifter, Order of the Mutant, or Order of the Profane Soul.
I like
Ooh.
Profane Soul sounds cool.
Okay.
Is that in keeping with
Oh yeah. Is that-
alignments?
Yeah, none of them affect alignment.
Okay.
Okay, good. Cool.
So Yoon is paying close attention.
All right, for
Perhaps.
that one, you get to choose a patron. It can be an Archfey, a Celestial, a Fiend, a Great Old One, a Hexblade, or the Undying.
The Undying.
Okay.
So it's getting late afternoon. You guys are still sort of close to the main road. You have at least 2 more days journey ahead of you before you can even get to the Floshin estate, which is where your destination is. That's where the tapestry will be delivered. But it's getting close to nightfall. Rule recommends camping, maybe, or do you guys want to continue to kind of walk into the evening? Rule is not he's a commoner, but so it's sort of up to you guys. He's willing to push the cart and wagon as kind of hard as he can.
I think maybe getting some rest, setting up camp might be good for all of us.
Yeah.
Or have we sort of left the bridge and the cave?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. You've left the bridge kind of behind you, and you moved on down the tradeway. You're not yet to the turnoff of the tradeway that would take you to Floshin. It's not like there's a sign either that says Floshin Estate this way. It's, you're relying on Rule to kind of remember which trail, there's game trails, there's, it's a fairly worn trail to take you to the estate because it's, it requires food deliveries and things like that. So, I mean, he'll be able to find it, but it's still a little ways away based on where you guys are at. Probably in the following morning, but again, so based on kind of whether or not it's going to be a bright day or a, it's like it might be hard for Django to travel so maybe, I don't know if you want to split the time. It could also be pretty deep woods. You don't really know until you get through there.
Hey, Patrick, do you remember what your background was?
No.
You want me to just choose one for you?
Yeah, just pick one.
What, were you a hermit based on your scrounger status? Street urchin, is that a background?
No,
I can't remember.
I was in the woods outside of Waterdeep. Trying to remember what it was, but I can't.
There's hermit, there's soldier, urchin, sage, alkalite, anthropologist.
Let's go with hermit.
Hermit?
Yep.
Okay.
Kind of a loner.
Yeah.
We're gonna see in a minute Patrick's computer
I found what it was. It was sage.
Sage, okay. Good.
make an acrobatics check because he's gonna throw it across the room.
It's going to be pretty soon, I'm telling you that. That's what happens when I trust technology.
I had to reboot mine today at work, and I was like, "What is going on?" I was in a Zoom meeting on my phone at work, actually. So it's like, oh boy, for a little while. Yeah. So the rest of the evening is, if you want to make camp, you got a crackling fire. You're off the road, a little bit off to the side. Rule can give you some more information just about, he's sitting around the fire. You guys are all sort of just, I'm assuming, huddled up. Maybe, Django, I don't know if you're around the fire or not, if that bothers you, or if you have to kind of step away from the light of the fire and kind of get into the darkness to recharge, or how does that work?
He's hanging around. Fire doesn't affect him, just the sunlight. So he'll kind of hang around with the guys, and kind of have fun telling jokes from our adventurous day.
Okay. Yeah. Rule just says, the estate, the Floshin estate, is quite large, and I think I might have mentioned earlier in the travel, but it's been at least 6 months since I've seen it, and it's being rebuilt. It had fallen in a state of disrepair, and Arlen Floshin had returned from some travels. He's a very old man now, but he had managed to secure quite a few funds from somewhere, and well, he's fixing the place back up, and hired me to create a tapestry for him, which I was more than happy to do. So I assume the construction has gone on as planned, but it has been 6 months since we've cut this deal, and I just, with the way things are going around here, I hope everything's okay. But you all are with me just in case. I can't be sure. He says, so tell me a little bit more about yourselves.
You guys first.
Hey, Rule.
Silent types.
Since we're in the season of Spooktober, why didn't the skeleton cross the road?
Oh my goodness.
He didn't have the guts.
He had no guts.
He says, that's very funny.
But clearly we have a lot of guts.
Exactly.
How about that bridge crossing?
Well, I think I might be missing some of mine.
Yours are on the road somewhere by the bridge. Yeah, so rules does really. Shall we back up our journey at sunrise?
Sounds good.
Okay.
I've got it, Daniel. I got it.
Oh, Patrick's got it. He's in. Although I can't really hear you now.
You're kidding me, right?
You're very, very faint.
Patrick, I don't think it's your volume. I think it might be your mic. Maybe at times it's positioned a little differently where it picks up your voice more than others. It was doing this last week too.
Okay. I'll try to stay still.
Is it plugged in to your computer?
I got it in my headphones. Yeah. So,
You can hear us loud and clear?
yeah, I can hear you guys loud and clear.
Yeah, we can't hear you through that. We have similar headphones. And,
How about now?
mm-mm.
Is it any better at all?
It was okay when you started, but I'm reading your lips now, pretty much.
Did maybe your wire twist and is your microphone pointing the other way?
No, you're completely silent. Yeah. He said fire. Yeah, it's completely.
I think when he celebrated to get his character sheet, it knocked
Yeah,
out his voice.
it did. Okay, we're gonna do charades.
Okay, what's that?
Try unplugging and replugging your headset.
No. Nada.
All right, so my favorite Halloween joke from last year I learned from you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Why did the pumpkin go to the party?
Is this? I can't remember. I don't remember why. I don't remember.
Because
What?
he was lit.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that. These are so groan worthy. They're so good. All right, let's see if LSR can. Oh, you can maybe dial in. I didn't think about that. Connect via telephone audio.
This might get wacky.
Could be a little.
All right, hold on. Let me.
Oh, it's perfect.
That's perfect.
All right, how about that?
It's perfect.
All right, cool.
Good.
You're in.
Right.
And it's not even like this. We're able to understand you.
Yay! Well, you didn't want to hear me a second ago, but yeah.
No, we can read your lips.
Hey, so Patrick, I sent you the character sheet. It's completely updated with the new class feature. Also, I think you have spells now. I don't know.
What? Spells?
Yeah, you got some spells. So if you go, you're in D&D Beyond now?
Yep.
All right. So if you go to collections in the top left of the bar for D&D Beyond.
Yep.
And then click My Campaigns.
Yep.
When you click My Campaigns,
yep.
It should pop up with Valar Morghulis 2.
It does.
Okay. Click View Campaign.
All right.
And scroll.
Got it.
Down, and there should be a character named Elisar Greenhorn.
Elisar Greenhorn, welcome to the party.
Yeah.
And you can just
view. Yep. Cool.
Okay. And there. And once you get to there, if you click your spells and click Manage Spells, you'll be able to go to Add Spells. You get to select 2 cantrips and 2 known spells.
Now, what is this class?
He's a blood hunter.
So it's a class of fighter that has spells, right?
Yeah, it's not actually a fighter. It's like a weird hybrid.
Okay, kind of a paladin type of thing, something funky, tanky, fighterish type, but with some spell stuff.
Yeah. Did you find the spell stuff?
Yeah, it's when I pulled up the my character, it's still showing like 18 hit points. When I was up to, I guess that was about right.
Oh, I didn't set your hit points yet. That's my fault. I have just not done that.
That's all right. And I go to spells and there's nothing there. It says search spells.
No. To the right of that, it should be in red. It should say manage spells.
Huh.
You see it?
Yeah, it's not there. I'm looking right at it. Yeah.
Hold on.
A modifier +2 is save DC, but yeah, attack conditions, saving throw damage type, attack type. There's nothing there.
Okay.
So let's go scroll. I've got the basic info we can use for tonight.
No. Look at the screen. I'm sharing.
Oh, sorry.
I'm sharing.
Okay. Yep.
You see where my cursor is?
I see where your cursor is, and on mine, it's not there, which is really weird.
Maybe you have to claim the character. Here. I'm gonna leave the character and just when you go to View Campaign and then scroll down to Elisar, there should be a flag that says Claim.
Yeah.
Claim. Yep.
I gotta confirm. Yeah. Okay. Content sharing. Okay. Charcoal. Conan the Bugbear. I like that.
Conan the Bugbear. I am a bugbear. Do not mess with me. It's not a tumor.
It's not to get to the chopper.
It's not a tumor at all. Hey, Arnold, if you watch this, we love you.
Yes.
Were you able to claim it?
I can claim it. And now if I go to spells, it does say manage spells. So you're right, Daniel. All right.
So you get two cantrips and 2 first level spells.
This could be cool.
Okay. And
then you'll have to fix your hit points. I think you had 34 total.
Yeah. And unfortunately with that, it gives me an error message. So we'll get to it after the campaign. Can I get one of those really funky messages as you try to enter the 403rd level of the Endless Dungeon? The ancient dragon Rizlith rises up to block your path. In other words, you don't have access to complete the action. It has the error code. So.
Oh man, that's a pretty Wizards of the Coast heavy error code. It might have just said, "Hey, something's wrong."
Yeah, because I can't control the.
Hold on a second.
Yeah, now I went back in and maybe I've got my 30 hit points. So hold on.
Oh, I think that's your the other one. If the hit points are already right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not the one with the new pact. It's fine. Just use that one.
Yep, I'm going to use this.
All right. You have a restful night, unaccosted by any wild creatures in the evening. You awake the following morning, and we have 6 people. Oh, I see. Patrick's in with cell phone as well as video. But we have an interloper. Ooh. Okay, so you wake up the following morning, and Taz and Elisar, you for the first time kind of have this perception. Django, you picked up on it a little bit last when you were, I guess, yesterday in the game timeline, and then Harlan, you picked up on it almost immediately when you kind of left Waterdeep. But I'm assuming you all still wearing the rings.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
The hands in which you are wearing the rings, it feels like it's super slight. It almost feels like you've got, like a 1 pound weight on that hand. Not nothing too crazy, but you guys are now fighters. You know what weight feels like in your hand. You've been around the block now. You kind of, for some reason, the ring just feels heavy in that hand as you wake up the following morning. And you all feel it. I don't know if you mention it to each other, but it's there. So,
as I'm starting to feel lopsided,
Yeah.
my one shoulder starts to dip a little bit.
Strange.
All right. So Rule's got the mule. Mule's pretty well calmed down now. Nothing too, the troll is well and truly floated downstream. You're quite a ways away, actually, from where the bridge is now. You kind of make camp in here. You travel down the tradeway. Sun rises over the Sword Coast. It's another beautiful autumn day. If autumn's a season, I can't remember what the seasons are in Forgotten Realms, but somebody I'm sure will correct me. But it's whatever the equivalent of autumn is. The leaves are starting to change in the trees. The tradeway now, the forest is kind of closing in closer and closer around the road, and getting very thick in places, far more wild. In previous days, you will have passed maybe 1 or 2 other travelers. This entire day passes without you passing by any other traveler going up and down the tradeway. You're getting further and further away. And as you as the arc of the sun tracks across the sky and the shadows grow long in the evening, you happen upon the turn to go towards the Floshin estate. Rule sort of points out, gentlemen, this is where we need to leave the safety of the tradeway and, well, what I thought going to be the safest part of the journey. And this is where I will really count on your security to guide us through this wilderness to the Floshin estate.
That wasn't it?
Nah, we have at least, perhaps a day and a half more to go before we reach the estate, if everything goes as planned. But it's getting later in the evening. We can sleep here before we make the turn, or go ahead and begin our journey and kind of deeper into the wilderness.
We can do that. What do you think, guys?
Might as well make up some lost time.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah, probably.
I can. I think it's fine.
Okay.
I
Hey,
mean,
while we're journeying, Django is going to be just naturally foraging for food as he sees things along the way, being a ranger.
Okay. Yeah, you can certainly find. You don't even need to really make a survival check for this. You can certainly find some wild plants and things like that. I mean, you should also. I mean, Rule travels kind of in style as a merchant, so he packed some pretty nice plates and provisions for you all, for everyone to enjoy as you're traveling. And it's in the cart. You know, the cart's got plenty of room for more than just the tapestries. So you guys you're eating well, you're staying nourished, but you know, just maybe to keep your skills up. Absolutely. That's a possibility. So you're going to continue to kind of head on in to the kind of off the trail and into the wilderness. All right.
Yeah.
So now you guys are it's darker.
Nice artwork.
Yeah, thanks. That's what
He just did it himself.
I just finished that up earlier today. No, it's like, there's so much cool art out there, man. I was like, yeah, we should totally use that stuff. It's so cool. A lot of this is just off of the stuff that's in the source material, you know, just kind of how you want to set it up. Yeah, so you start kind of heading on in. The mule, you're kind of taking your cues off the mule, and the mule gets a little bit skittish at this certain point of this turn in the trail. And in the distance, you kind of see a little ball of light ahead of you.
I would like to.
It disappears.
Oh, so it's no danger here. Can we stop and just wait for a few minutes and see if we see the light again? If it lights back up like a lightning bug?
Yeah, absolutely. You wait a moment, and then another one pops up, and they're just there's two of them there.
Now, I did spend my time out in the woods outside. Would I know anything? Would Mike, without being meta, would I know about will-o-wisps? Things like that?
You might. You would know that you couldn't really tell if it was somebody walking towards you with a lantern. It's really difficult to discern if it's a person or if it's something like that.
I would like to try to, as stealthily as I can, I say, hold right here, guys. You saw that, right? Yes? Thumbs up, thumbs down.
Yep, I saw it.
If we stay here, you guys stay here. I'm going to try to sneak ahead and see. You'll know if I find something. You'll hear me. So I take my whistle. I got it in my mouth, and I'm going to slowly and stealthily as possible go forward to where I saw the light.
You see the light sort of go behind like this big tree, just kind of go around, or this little mound here kind of goes around behind it and just kind of fade as if someone just walked around a corner.
I am going to walk around the other side of the tree, if you understand what I'm saying, to come around the other side.
So is the group kind of where our site is here, looking on as Elisar just walks down this trail?
Stealthily, though.
Okay.
Django likes to kind of hide in the shadows, just off the group. He's very comfortable in the darkness and likes to be that way.
Okay.
I'm just trailing like right behind Elisar.
I'm staying at the cart for now.
Yeah, exactly, Connor. This is the kind of the view from the cart. So you're hanging back next to the cart, and then so in order of just say marching order, then it's Elisar.
Yep.
Then Taz, who's closest to Elisar? Django or Taz?
I'm right behind.
You're just kind of
Alisar.
trailing him. Okay.
Yeah.
And then Django, you're probably not directly behind, but maybe off, like flanking.
That's right. Off the trail, flanking.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, Django has like superior dark vision. He can see 150 feet. So he's just being stealthy and kind of hiding in the darker places, the shadows.
Okay.
Yeah, and Ryan, with dark vision, am I catching anything unusual, like any heat registers, anything like that?
No, in fact, you're not seeing anything. You're not seeing sort of any, you're not hearing any footsteps. You're not, well, actually let's try it this way. Make a perception roll. Let's see if you hear anything.
No, I don't hear a darn thing.
Okay.
Evidently, I've got tinnitus.
Yeah, you just hear the ringing of the.
It didn't stop. Yeah.
Yeah. So the kind of coming around now between Taz and Elisar and the cart, these two lights just come swirling around this tree, kind of splitting the group. Harlan, I'm assuming you're up here in the trees. I need everybody to roll initiative.
Right. 8 for Django.
16.
15 for Harlan.
8, 15 for Harlan, 16
for Alice.
for
25.
Elisar, 25 for Taz. Okay. All right, give me just a second to get that set up. Okay. As these two lights come around the trees, it becomes clear that there is no body holding a lantern. They are just simply floating balls of light. And there's this really dissonant whispering, hissing coming from them that just sounds like agony and despair. And they begin to rush towards you, Harlan. Taz, they're behind you. I don't know if you see them or not.
Can I perception check?
You can.
13.
Yeah, you didn't really pick up anything out of the corner of your eye.
Does my
Wait, what'd you roll?
13?
Okay, yeah, no. You do pick like a little hint of light. Just like, not really sure what it is. You can't tell if it's the lantern from the cart, from Rule's cart, or if it's something else. But there is movement that you see. You may turn around.
Yeah, I'll spin around.
Okay, yeah, you spin around and then you see just these. It's kind of hard to wrap your head around, but these just two floating balls of light heading towards Harlan and the cart.
The cart. Are the hairs on the back of my neck kind of prickling?
They are standing on edge.
Yeah, I'll go into a rage.
Okay.
And how far away are they?
Let's say that's about 50 feet away. You guys had kind of gone around that corner, and so they're probably between you, but they're going towards the cart. So they're probably, it's a 50 feet from you to the cart. They're probably 30 feet from you.
30 feet from me?
Yep.
I'll use my movement to move 20 feet. So I'm within 10 feet.
Okay.
And then I will use a reckless attack.
Okay.
And swing on one of them.
All right. Go for it.
Great. 13 to hit.
It misses.
And that's all I'll do.
Yeah, you swing. It's just like it. You realize it's just like moving very quickly. LSR.
Taz, did you manage to tap my shoulder or anything, or did he make enough noise, or is anyone making enough noise for me to know enough to turn around, or am I still thinking I'm being really stealthy and moving forward, not seeing anything?
You heard Taz take off running.
Okay, I immediately turn around. I see him running towards some bright lights.
Okay.
I'm going to, man, how far away? We said we were about 30 feet.
You're the furthest away, so you were in front of where Taz was, so
Yep.
You're probably about 40 feet.
I'm gonna try with this short bow. I know they're small. What about, are they softball size, volleyball size?
It's difficult to tell. There's kind of a halo around them, so like the total halo may look almost like a soccer ball or something, but it's
go ahead and
it's bright and then the halo.
I'm gonna go ahead and try to attack with a short bow and just get on one knee and just let loose. Chunk.
Okay.
With the short bow +5, 17.
Yeah, the arrow just flies through the air.
Okay.
Harlan. Oh, sorry. You have another.
Did I go through it or I just missed it?
Just missed it.
Okay, got it.
Yep. Is that end your turn?
Yeah.
Harlan, the arrow, you see Taz running towards these balls of light and just swinging his glaive through the air. Just the thing kind of just darts out of the way. And then you don't really see LSR in the distance, but you do hear the arrow zip over kind of the cart because he's shooting back towards where you all are as these lights, both of them are sort of flying towards you. And you hear that
how far
whispering.
away are they from me now?
They're about 10 feet from you.
Okay. I'm gonna take 5 feet backwards. Just
Okay.
Walk back.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna cast Firebolt on whatever one's closer.
Okay.
And then that will be a 13 to hit.
Nope, your firebolt just shoots through the air towards an onrushing Taz. And now, LSR, you didn't move, right?
No, I did not.
Yeah.
Stupidly.
But the firebolt doesn't get anywhere near Taz. Just sort of arcs, the whole forest lights up, the undersides of the trees, the canopy just illuminates in the super bright light of your firebolt, but it misses the balls of light that are swirling or now kind of furiously swirling around in the air.
Okay.
Anything
I'll
else?
return there.
Okay.
Nope.
All right. So one of the balls of light kind of zooms towards you, Harlan, as it was sort of heading in that direction. The other one just sort of stays stationary. And it's going to try to attack you. Does a 20 hit?
Yes, it does.
Okay. With hot dice, guys. Sorry.
Oh, no.
No, remember, we're supposed to tell you what you roll.
Yeah,
Sun's
exactly.
still shining in your eyes.
15 lightning damage.
Ow.
Wow, just zaps you. Just like your whole body just like a taser just lights
Not
up.
looking too good.
The other one kind of buzzes towards Taz, who is the next closest, at least at the moment. We don't know where Django is. And it's going to try to kind of do the same thing to you, Taz. Does a 10 hit.
Misses.
Yeah, so it just sort of gets a little bit.
It has advantage because I recklessly attacked.
Okay, thanks for letting me know that. So that roll was a little better. I mean, from not quite, just one shy. So 23 to hit.
That hits.
Yeah. And damage is 14 points of lightning damage. Just shoots into you, arcs.
Yikes.
So Django, from your flanked position, you just see these two things go buzzing, separate. One lights up Harlan, the other one turns and lights up Taz, and just like it's like a fireworks display underneath the canopy here in the forest. And it's your turn.
Yes, and these light globes, fireworks, about how far apart are they from each other?
Now they're about 20 feet from each other. One is
20 feet
from each other. Yeah.
Django's going to concentrate as he casts the spell called Fairy Fire.
Okay.
All right, and Fairy Fire says each object in a 20-foot cube is outlined in blue, green, or violet. So in this case, let's go with blue light.
Okay.
And any creature in the area, so that this would be any creature, when the spell is cast, is also outlined in light if it fails a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
So like if Taz or Harlan were in that 20-foot area, they would need to make the roll too.
Okay. I think the way these two light balls have sort of separated and attacked, they're kind of within the 20 feet. I think Harlan and Taz are kind of going to be on the periphery outside of that boundary.
Now that's what Django hopes, but you see the scene, so you can you let me know however it goes.
Yeah, no, I think that's how it's shaping up on this trail here.
Cool. So it's a dexterity 10 saving throw.
Okay, so they need to beat a 10?
Yeah.
All right, so the first one does let's see. Yeah, that definitely makes it. 26, I think that one was. And a 20. So they both make their save.
Okay, so I think they're good. Let me just reread this. Each object in a 20-foot cube within range is outlined in a blue light. Any creature in the area when the spell is cast is also outlined in light if it fails. Okay, so they're not outlined in light. They made their saving throw.
They did.
If they hadn't made it, they would have shed dim light in a 10-foot area, and attacks against them would have had advantage.
Okay.
Okay, so they're good.
They're good.
Yeah.
They're very high in dexterity. You wouldn't know that meta, but yeah, I mean they're a little. I feel like it's like what's that game where you hit the ball and it goes around the pole?
Tetherball.
Yeah. It's just like but it's like they're super fast. It's like what? Is that end your turn, Django?
Yes, that ends my turn.
Any movement? Are you still up in the woods?
Yeah, I'm still kind of, as much as I can, remain stealthy, hiding in the shadows.
Make a stealth roll for me just to see if you're still stealthy up there. Does that spell require movement
21.
or somatics? Okay, yeah, 21. You're still.
And the spell, that's a good question. It is a verbal component.
So you were able to sort of muffle your voice and stay stealthy. You're still hidden. They don't see you in the woods where you're at. But Taz, you have just gotten zapped. It is your turn.
I'm gonna recklessly attack the one in front of me.
Okay.
almost a natural 20. 24 to hit.
That hits.
All right. So I will do 9 points of slashing damage and 3 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
And then I will use my movement to interject myself in between the other will-o-wisp and Harlan.
Okay. You're going to kind of loop around them so that so now there's two of them on this side, you and Harlan on this side in the cart. Now, remind me again, if something has resistance to damage, does it take half damage?
It does take half.
That's what I thought.
But I did 2 different kinds of damage.
Yeah, the only one of them gets halved. Yep. Yep. I was trying to pay close attention. You should have seen my HP for the troll encounter. It was like it just kept going and going.
The trampoline gauge.
Yeah, it's like whoa, 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 whoa. It's like a little control chart. Down, up, down, up. Is that end your turn, Taz? With that movement?
It's my turn.
So do you just like run and just shoulder roll and stand up in front of Harlan? Yeah. Dusty loincloth. I'm kidding. I won't go there. LSR.
Thanks for putting that image in my head. That's
completely naked.
Wow.
The shock.
Ryan, how much can I move forward and still attack with a short bow?
You can take your full movement as long as you're not dashing, and you can take that as an action and still use an attack.
I am not going to dash, but I am going to stop short of the lightning thing. Good 15 feet shy, and then take a shot with a short bow.
Do you have disadvantage when you get too close?
I do not. I believe it. If I do, I would know that. So I will just go as I go as close as I can without being a disadvantage.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I don't know what that is, but the short bow, I know it's definitely different than a long bow. So, but I can't remember what it is off the top of my head.
All right.
There comes a point when you're shooting a bow and arrow, if you're so close,
you can't be within melee range, so you can't be within 5 feet.
Okay, so that's what it is. Okay. You're fine then.
15, 20 feet away.
Yeah.
All right, and +5. Let's see. Oh my God.
Don't tell me.
Mark, you want to get up the list?
Natural 1.
Oh no.
Oh.
So it ain't so. Did you just make a Falcons Giants roll?
Yes, I did.
Or is it a Falcons Cowboys roll? Or is it a Falcons Patriots roll? Or is it a Falcons?
It just muffed the onside kick.
Oh, man.
So Patrick, do you roll your percentage dice?
I can.
Yeah.
D100.
Go ahead and roll a D100 and let Mark know what the magic numbers are, and we'll just see what.
47. 47, Mark.
Okay. 47. You have lost the grip of your weapon. Make a DC 12 strength saving throw.
Oh, you're
On
good
a
at
failed
strength.
save, you throw your weapon in a 1d8 direction for 1d4 times 5 feet.
Oh my God.
So make a
actually, I don't need this anymore. But actually, I got a 14, so I made the save.
Okay, so you're good. You
good.
hold on to your weapon.
Okay.
You probably have one of those, I forget what they're called in archery, but there's like a little loop that sticks to the bow. Yeah,
on
so
your arm.
if you drop it, that would be smart. I'm sure that's what you have. Does that end your turn? Any movement?
That's more ways than one.
Okay. All right.
Brian, I ask one thing: is if now that I've seen these guys in action, would I know enough about them, or in lore or anything to know if they, because I'm a blood hunter, I have maledict curses and things like that. Would I know if these things were maybe had blood in them?
Yeah, you would probably know, particularly. How much time did you spend around graveyards when you were in Waterdeep? Did you hang out around the City of the Dead at all, or when you were in the outskirts of town?
1 through 5, yes. 5, yes.
Okay, yeah, you would know. It's kind of coming back to you now, but you would recognize that this is definitely some kind of ethereal creature related.
Okay, yeah, I know my phase, so that would probably help.
It might.
Okay.
You would know that this is not anything that takes the form of a body.
Okay, gotcha. All right, yeah, that's what I turn in.
Okay, but you do still hear this whispering. The whispering is getting louder and more excited, by the way, and everyone can hear it. And Harlan, you've just gotten zapped. It is your turn.
All right. I'm going to try to step back a bit where he doesn't get an opportunity of attack. Just kind of
some simple movements. You're not turning away and running. You're just kind of taking a step back. Okay, that's fine.
Mm-hmm. And then I'm going to try to firebolt it.
The same one that Taz glaved?
Yes.
Okay.
Would I have disadvantage because it's close up to me?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. That will be a 20 to hit.
That hits.
And it'll be 9 points of fire damage.
All right.
In my turn there.
You guys with these 9 points. Hang on. Let me get my calculator out. Don't tell anybody that I can't do head math. I've got a reputation to uphold.
Four?
Yeah, 4. Exactly. You know. That part I got. I'm just trying to count them all, get them all set up properly. Yeah, so your firebolt launches through the air and it hits this thing squarely, and it sort of absorbs the fire, and some of the flame just goes shooting off of it, and then kind of sparks fall to the ground. The whispering on that one ceases for a half second, and it picks back up again. That's really dissonant, creepy, baleful whispering sounds, and it looks back at you, Harlan. And if it had eyes, it would just be, just giving you the most, shall we say, not "I don't like you" expression to keep it PG. but it sort of barrels towards you again to try to shock you again.
All right.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, man.
Just
Never a good sign.
Just so that everybody knows.
No.
Hey, Patrick.
Yeah.
Would you believe that was a 2?
You might want to use that thing.
Hey, Mark. Daniel. Taz.
Ryan.
Yeah, maybe Ryan, the dungeon master. Before I drop these, is there something that can happen? I'm going to drop them just to see. That's not great, but it's not terrible.
All right.
You could use that thing, Patrick. I read over the description.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
I would think. Okay. So when it gets to my turn,
that one is no. You would use that now. It's a reaction.
I'm getting ready to say the words. For the amount of damage. Go ahead.
I was going to say yes.
You see him get shocked.
I do a little blood curse as a reaction.
Okay.
It's called Blood Curse of the Eyeless, and it's when a creature I can see within 30 feet of me, which they are.
Check.
It makes an attack roll. I can use my reaction to roll 1 Hemocraft die and subtract the number rolled from the creature's attack roll. And I can use this feature after the creature's roll, but before the DM determines whether the attack roll succeeds. Oh, the creature is immune. If it is immune to blindness.
Wait, say that one more time. You can use it when?
Yeah.
What's the window?
I can choose to use this feature after the creature's roll,
Which you
but
just
before
rolled.
the DM determines whether the attack roll succeeds. So you determine that with a natural 20. But the creature is immune if it is immune to blindness. So I don't think it would affect a natural 20, Daniel. It would just be, if it wasn't a natural 20, I could roll a D4 and have that subtracted from the attack.
It would subtract the number from the attack roll, so it would no longer be a 20.
I will. I will allow it.
I'll send you the description of the spell in the.
Yeah, that's a little. It's a very narrow window, but based on.
Whenever I DM, I generally, because like the bardic inspirations and cutting words have the same thing.
Yeah, right.
We usually know what it is so quickly that we don't have time to
get it in there.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, part of it too is a reaction. So it's like, it's almost like you see the thing zipping towards Harlan, and it almost like has to happen at the same time as the hit happens, right? Otherwise, why would you need the reaction?
Yeah.
Right.
So like, it's like something, use like an intervention type of thing from the hit. Let's go with that. Right. And so I will take these two. Actually, let me, I'll just re-roll. Not a natural 20.
What was the damage before?
Let's see, it was, let me see. What did I just do? I think it was 18.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so here we go.
I'm just trying to make sure Harlan doesn't instant die.
I know.
I might have that time.
Yeah.
This is not much better with 2 dice than the natural 20. 17.
Okay. I'm not dead, but I'm down.
You're out. You get shocked and go down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, Ryan, I rolled a 4, which is, I think I'm a 1d4 is a
Yeah. They still would have hit.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So not a natural. We didn't do double damage, but that was still enough single damage. So it zaps you. The one that just zapped Harlan, the one that has already gotten injured, then turns and zips towards you, Elisar, to try to shock you, sensing almost
Does it move away from me?
It moves past you.
Outside of 10 feet?
No, it like zips right by your head on its way.
That's what I mean is, does it leave can I take an opportunity attack?
Absolutely you can. Yeah, you can swing at it as it goes past you. Or whatever you want to do. Whatever attack you want to do. Yeah. You want to try to punch it. That hits.
Okay. 8 points of slashing damage.
Ooh. Nice. All right. It careens and then still heads towards Elisar. And I'll keep this original roll, Elisar, because it's such a good one. Does an 11 hit?
No, 11 does not.
Okay. That's the one. The other one, who is already kind of on the other side, also zips towards you, Elisar, but he's not near you, Taz. Does a 21 hit?
Yes.
All right. You too. 17 points of lightning damage.
Joe.
My D8s are rolling tonight, man.
You guys smell burnt toast?
These are D8s, right? I'm kidding. Yeah, so it zaps you, ends its turn there. That's the one that's been wounded. There's, that's the other one, the one that hasn't been wounded. The one that has been wounded is the one that just zipped past Taz. So now there's Taz. Yes, still Taz. Harlan, you're down on the ground. And Django, you're up in the woods. You see, Taz, or rather you see Harlan shock and just face plant on the ground. The one flies past Taz, takes a swing with his glaive, hits it, careens, doesn't hit Elisar, but the other one that was already sort of over there just goes right towards Elisar, lights him up. That's what you're seeing from the woods.
Django will take out this nice longbow that he found.
Okay.
Notch an arrow, take a little extra care at the aim, and let it fly.
At which one? The one that Taz hit, or the one that just hit Elisar?
The one that Taz hit.
Okay.
Okay, 17.
17 misses. The arrow flies across the trail. It sticks into this tree. Boom, right over there.
Okay, that ends my turn.
All right. Taz, you're up. There.
I'll jog over to where Elisar is and one of them we've been hitting on pretty consistently, right?
Correct.
So I'm gonna attack that one recklessly.
Okay.
Uh, 21 to hit.
21 hits.
Okay. Cool. So I'm going to do 11 points of slashing damage and 6 points of radiant damage.
You hit it so cleanly. Feel free to describe what happens when a ball of light gets disintegrated.
I assume that it just like poofs out.
Just like,
yeah, like when you touch like the cattails.
Yeah,
they just
disappear.
Yep.
The whispering, instead of being sort of a creepy, dissonant melody, becomes a single sound, and the sound coming out of the other one gets louder and more anguished, and almost like if you could whisper, rage whisper, that's what's happening. Does that end your turn?
Yep.
Yeah, and it just comes flying towards you, the one that's left.
Okay.
And does a 19 hit?
I mean, it does.
But I can use. I'm going to use the blood curse. Oh, and you can't see me on the camera, can you? I did roll another 4. I'm not sure if the camera.
Okay.
That would miss. My armor class is 18.
How many times do you get to use blood curse?
3 times per short rest. I got one more.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. So it just sort of careens past you, Taz. And let me see. No, I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. Elisar, you're up.
How far away am I from the second light bulb?
Hang on. Give me 1 second. Let me see this real quick.
Yep.
I'm not going to do that. Never mind.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I was like, no, that's too early in the campaign for that. It could, but it's not going to as a bonus. I was like, I know it has a bonus action. Then I just read it and I was like, ooh, ouch, Harlan. That would be too much for a lovely Wednesday evening. Okay, Elisar, what were you asking? Sorry.
I was going to ask, how far away am I from the remaining?
Oh, it's like right on top of you guys. It just went right to Taz. Taz is right next to you.
Okay.
It almost hit Taz. I mean, it's definitely it's like in melee range.
I would like to, I've got as a unarmed strike as a, I can unarmed strike, and I can also, as using two weapon fighting, I'm going to drop since I was already on my way to dropping the short bow anyhow, dropping it, I'm unsheathing my short sword and attacking with a short sword, and then trying to swing around with my fist with the shield attached to it and try to attack that. So I'm swinging with my right hand with a short sword and coming in from the left with my
that ring too, right? Does the ring?
Yeah.
What does the ring do? Do you plus?
Is it giving me plus in strength?
I think so. I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, it is. It's +3.
Okay. So you got a beefy one unarmed strike there with your shield hand.
Yep. So I'm going to attack with the short sword first.
Okay.
23 to hit.
That hits.
1d6 +3. 4.
Okay.
Slashing damage. Then my unarmed strike. 21 to hit.
That hits.
And that's just 4. It's 1 plus my strength modifier.
Okay.
So slash, punch.
So you connect on both of those, just like you're doing a speed bag. Harlan, you know what time it is.
Yep.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. it's going to go after you, LSR, for just punching it in the face.
Oh man. Now I'm going to tell you. Well, go ahead. I got my
19.
my last blood curse waiting.
Okay, it's a 19.
Oh man. So nope. I got a 3, which would be 16, and my armor class is 16. So you hit me.
Okay. Did you just use the last blood curse?
Yep.
Okay. So 16 does hit.
Yep. I'll see you on the other side, buddy.
Let's see. 12 points of lightning damage.
Yes. I am literally toast, but I'm standing.
All right.
I'm a little wobbly.
You're a little wobbly.
I mean a lot. Yeah.
A lot. Yeah. You're just sort of hanging in there. Django.
Ah, Django notches another arrow and lets it fly. Oh, the arrow dings into the tree.
Oh no.
13.
Yep, you get 2 arrows in the same spot. It's a nice grouping.
He sort of, pulls the bow, and stares at it like, what's wrong with it?
It's not calibrated.
I wonder if somebody left it on the ground.
It's not calibrated right. Is that end your turn, Django?
Yes.
All right. Taz, you're up.
I am going to
Be successful.
attack recklessly.
Windmill.
I was going to share my screen, but
Go for it.
well, you're sharing, so I can't. But I rolled a natural 20.
Oh, nice.
I'm using the virtual dice.
Oh, you are. Yeah, I didn't hear any clink, clink, clink. That's okay.
Yep. Yeah, it's easier to just have the virtual dice.
Yeah, whatever is easiest. My desk is consumed by D&D stuff. It's like my whole desk. And then I've got this too. It's like Elton John, keyboards everywhere.
Oh, holy moly.
What you got?
I did 13 points of radiant damage.
All right, nice.
Keep going.
And I did 16 points of slashing damage.
Woo!
Nice. All right, hang on. 16 points of slashing?
Yes.
Ashy slashy.
Okay, so that's 8 points of slashing. Poof! Again, just lights out. And the whispering ceases, and all you hear are just the resuming slow sound of crickets chirping and frogs croaking in the forest, as if nothing
Speaking
else
of
is
croaking.
wrong.
Can anybody help Harlan? He looks pretty
Yes.
blue.
Django runs up, and you see him uttering the words of magic as these 10 berries appear in his hand. And he puts one of these good berries into Harlan's mouth. And Harlan, you get 1 hit point back.
Thank you.
Here, you want some more?
Yes, please.
I'll hand you the 9 remaining berries.
Okay.
Are you unconscious too?
No, I'm exactly where Harlan is right now.
Okay, well, I'll give a couple to Elisar.
Is each berry 1 hit point?
Yep,
All right.
give a handful to each.
Yep. Oh boy.
Nice. Yeah, so
I think we should rest for a while.
I think so.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'd
well,
enjoy that.
I mean, I already used all my hit dice from that last short rest.
We have to.
you see a shadow fly overhead through the woods.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Uh-oh.
Is it like a bird shadow, or is it like an eerie shadow?
A little bigger than a bird. And then a second shadow flies overhead.
Is the cart a covered cart?
It is. Well, it's actually, normally it is, but there's this massive tapestry sticking out of the back.
maybe we should back up towards the turn on the road a little bit and get a rest in.
I'm all for that.
Yeah.
I mean, how far down did we get down this path?
Let's see.
Like a couple hours.
So you're kind of like right in here. Probably a couple of hours. You've got like another full day and a half.
I mean, I'll keep. I mean, maybe me and Django can keep watch for a little while, and then we can trade off.
Yeah, happy to do watch.
As you are keeping watch, suddenly out of the trees, this reddish kind of mosquito-looking creature just swoops down and it tries to hit. Let's see.
I'm assuming that
the mule.
The mule?
Yes.
I'll become the mule if I have to.
The mule sort of rears up, kind of shakes, and this thing just flies back up into the trees again.
Could we keep going and Harlan and Elisar could get a long rest as we continue going if they're in the cart?
You could try to put them in the cart and try to keep going.
Yeah, we can get up ourselves. We got a couple of hit points.
Yeah, we can just walk over and lay down.
As you begin to walk over, the second creature flies out of the woods. And just go ahead and roll initiative real quick.
Seven for Django.
Okay.
Oh, 7 from Elisar.
Harlan is a 16.
Hey, Harlan.
11 for Taz.
All right. So Harlan, Taz, Elisar, and Django. What are your dexterity ability scores?
Dexterity is a 16.
17 for Django.
Django, you go before Elisar.
20 for Taz.
Okay. Taz, yeah, it's Harlan, Taz, Django, Elisar. And these two they're just swooping around. They smell bovine flesh, and just it smells delicious, and they're just swooping down, and they swoop near your head, Harlan.
Oh no. All right. I'm gonna try to like slowly stand up, still a bit kind of lightheaded.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna try to firebolt one of them.
You're just like, oh. Okay.
That'll be a 7 to hit. Still lightheaded.
Yeah, 7 misses. The firebolt just zoops off into the woods.
Yeah. Okay. Ain't much in there.
So you're like, are you on the cart or are you standing by the cart?
I'm kind of like leaning on the cart with like one arm,
like propping up against it.
Yeah.
Okay. Taz.
I'm just gonna. Can I just toss Harlan into the cart?
You can throw Harlan into the cart.
Toss him in, and I just want to get into like the driver's seat of the cart.
Okay.
I guess I'm gonna shove the merchant out of the way.
You can scooch him over out of the way. That's like a bench seat.
And I'm just gonna hi-ya the mule.
The mule's ready to go anyways. He doesn't have any interest in being a blood meal.
And I'm just gonna turn to Elisar and Django and just be like, "Get on!"
I'm hopping on.
All right. Is that your total turn action?
Yeah, I'm assuming that's an action.
I think so. That's a good one. Django.
Django will follow Taz's lead, jump in the cart.
Okay.
And he'll cast Dancing Lights.
Okay.
Cantrip, and he'll do this so that 4 torch-sized lights within range, and the range is like 120 feet, makes them appear as torches, lanterns, or glowing orbs. So I'll have them appear as like lanterns, and they hover in the air for the duration. So I'll do that so that the donkey has some light to see the path ahead.
Okay. Perfect.
And I'll do that, out ahead of the donkey.
So like way down the trail, kind of light up the trail.
Yeah.
Okay.
Give him a place to go towards.
And it's going as fast as a little mule can go, which is not terribly fast, but a panicked mule can move pretty quickly. Elisar, is that your turn, Jingo?
That's my turn.
Okay. Elisar, you see, Taz has thrown Harlan into the cart. You've kind of, a little bit out of turn, jumped into the cart as well. That's fine, kind of as things are happening. And Django has cast this spell. You're not sure. Django, is that another verbal spell?
Okay, dancing lights is verbal, somatic, and a material.
So you see the lights. Do they look very different than the lights y'all just fought?
Yeah, I was thinking the exact same thing.
Looks like a lantern.
So it looks like a lantern the way.
It could be a torch, a lantern, or an orb. So I didn't want to do orb because it looked like the.
Okay.
I chose
Got
a
it.
lantern.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
A real lantern. But somewhere probably in your mind, Elisar, you're like, what?
I'm like, oh man, I am about to meet my maker. So yeah.
But then you're like, wait, that is the actual lantern. And then you see, of course, Django doing the spell actions.
Yeah. Okay. I have jumped into the cart.
Okay.
Are we moving yet? I mean,
you guys are booking. You're booking, but the things are flying. They're flying over your head.
Can I see them with that light? Can I, and using my dark vision, can I use that to see with my short bow and attack one?
No, you can. I mean, they're moving. They're flying. They're moving quick, but they're close. I mean, they can't. They're trying to land on something, so you can certainly see them, but they're flying.
Okay. Yeah, I'd like to try to attack one.
Okay.
19 to hit.
Oh yeah, you just perfect shots right out of the sky.
Oh, let's go. Okay, cool. It would have done 9 points of damage.
Yeah, it just folds up, clumps, and just falls to the ground underneath the cart. Cart just runs it right over.
Yes.
Right,
that's the end of my turn.
Okay. The other creature that's flying kind of just picks, let's see, 1, 2, 6.
Two of us are not doing too well.
Actually swings at you, Django. Does a 18 hit?
Oh,
18 hits.
Okay. It does. Where's a D4 when I'm not stepping on one? Here it is. 6 points of piercing damage, and it stuck to you.
No. Mosquitoes.
Is it like a giant mosquito?
It is
like
a massive
mosquito.
It is. It looks like a massive, kind of fleshy mosquito with hair.
Okay, I got to roll for concentration on dancing lights. Let me do that.
Okay.
Is that a Constitution saving throw? I think, right? DC 10.
Yep.
Okay, I got exactly 10, so I maintain concentration.
Okay. So the lights are still up ahead. Harlan, that ends its turn. It's now kind of attached, just stuck. Its little beak is stuck into the side of Django's neck, and it's just going. Just you can almost see its little throat gulping in Django's blood.
All right.
Harlan, you're up.
I'm gonna reach over and try to grab it off and squeeze it.
Are you underneath the tarp? Or are you on top of it?
I believe I'm underneath it right now.
Okay. So I think you're going to come out from behind, underneath the tarp, and just try to see if you can grab hold of it.
Yes.
All right. You're going to try to grapple it.
Uh-huh.
All right.
That will be let me see real quick. 15.
Yeah. Let's see. 15 against that. Oh yeah. You just yank it off of Harlan's throat, and it just kind of, the blood just sprays out over everybody, and it's Django's blood. That's at Harlan's throat. Django's throat. And the blood just sprays all over everyone. and it's
No.
just sort of not spurting out necessarily like total blood spatter, but it's pretty gross. It's like a nice size little bite hole there that he was attached to. But you're successful to detach him, and then it sort of. I'm assuming you fling it.
Can I try to squeeze it and like?
Sure.
Hold on. And I'm yelling out, hold on to him.
Okay, yeah. So you've got him grappled.
I'll try to squeeze him too.
You've got him grappled. His speed is 0. He's in place, and actually, you've got him squeezed. Taz, you're actually up next.
So I'm actually going to cast a spell.
Okay.
I'm going to cast Booming Blade.
So you're whipping the reins, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna let go of the reins for a second.
So the mule is just barreling down the trail.
Yeah, I mean the mule's gonna stay on the trail. Django's doing a little path with the lights.
Okay.
I feel pretty confident.
You just go for it. See what happens.
I'm gonna just spin around, cast Booming Blade,
okay,
and then swing with my my glaive.
Okay, roll the hit.
Okay, a 17 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, so at first it will take 7 points of slashing.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna yell to Harlan, let it go.
Okay.
And then if it moves
let it go
during this round of combat, so until my next turn, it immediately takes 1d8 thunder damage.
So here's what happens then. You slash through it, yell, let it go. Harlan releases it. As it falls to the ground, it just boom, erupts. And this just spray, this fine mist of what was used to be a creature. And it just splatters. It doesn't even splatter. It just mists.
Just and I'm just gonna very casually turn back around and grab the reins.
Yes, that's awesome. Yeah, you casually grab the reins. The mule, you can almost, with every passing second, the mule's anxiety, you can sense, begins to sort of diminish as you kind of move out of this section of the trail. And how's everybody feeling? It's probably good. It's 8:03. It's probably a good time to wrap up. If you guys are okay.
Yeah, I reach over and I say, Harlan, you got something right there on your face, right there. You missed a bit.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Try to wipe everything off and stuff.
Yeah.
Django, the bleeding is probably stopped. It's like it's got that what is it? Is it like a no, it's a non-coagulant, right? It's anticoagulant. You're having a hard time stopping the bleeding right now. The blood is just starting to gush out. Yeah. Do you have any more of those berries?
No, I gave them all out.
Actually, let's do this because of the blood loss. That's a part of the thing. Oh, okay, you take 1 point of 1 hit point of blood loss.
Got it. Django will take his sling.
Okay.
And just use it to help, as a bandage, just to help dry it up a little bit.
You start to stave off the bleeding. Did you get those 2 arrows out of the tree?
No.
Okay.
I meant to, but it was all sort of fast paced.
Everything kind of happened quick. Yeah.
I did mark them off. I'm down to 4.
They're stuck in that tree. If you decide to come back, they may still be there. Up to you guys. You've covered some distance now.
We're not going back. We'll keep going.
We're not going back for your damn arrows.
The mule was cooking. Taz, you've got control over the cart and the mules. Rule, ashen-faced after what has just transpired. Kind of his hands are shaking. Should we find a place to sleep for the night? Is there anything safe in this infernal trail?
Well, you can sleep on the cart.
We're
just
keep going.
Just keep moving.
Very good. All right. So you
We'll-
guys,
we'll sleep at the Floshin estate.
okay. So you guys are going to just keep on barreling, trucking through.
Well, I think me and Django can stay up for now. I think we're in the best shape.
Okay.
And Harlan, you're a human, so you need a full rest.
Yep.
Half.
8 hours.
Yep. 8 hours.
But I think everybody else has some variations.
Yeah, I've got 4.
Of the elf.
Yep.
Okay.
So we can all do the meditation and
recover full as a complete full rest.
Yep.
So 8 hours should take you guys. So Harlan, it'll take you through the night. Let's just say it's equivalent of midnight now, really, where this all was happening. So the sun would be coming up kind of as you guys are getting closer to the estate, maybe right in here. With another 10 miles to go, perhaps.
Are we able to rotate through long rest?
Yeah, you guys can long rest. Kind of from this point, the trail seems serene. It's still very closed in. You're on alert, as you would think you would need to be in a wilderness trail like this. But the rest of the evening progresses, and early morning hours progress without any interruption. So those who need to meditate are able to meditate uninterrupted. And Harlan, you're able to sleep like a baby, despite the fact that you're in the back of a cart. You've kind of got the fake tapestries. You've used one as a mattress and the other as a cover. You're like really cozy, just cozied up in there.
Cool.
Nice little rolling, the sound of the hoof beats, very melodic. You have one of the best night's sleeps you've ever had. And it could also be because you were unconscious and near death just a few hours earlier.
Maybe.
All right. So why don't we wrap up for the evening, and we'll pick back up, you guys, maybe like 5 miles outside of the Floshin estate when we get back.
Yeah.
For next Wednesday.
Sounds great.
Sounds good.
At 6.
At 6.
Gotcha.
And next week we can, if you get on right at 6, Patrick, we can figure out your spells.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm in the character builder right now. So yeah, I'll mess around with it a little bit too. I see my hit points, proficiencies, and all that good stuff.
Yeah. Well, if you're on the one that I made that's in the campaign, your proficiencies are all set. The only thing that's not set is your hit points.
Okay.
Cool.
Since you selected it, I can't edit it anymore since you claimed it.
Yep, that's fine.
Awesome.
But just all you have to do is go to collections, my campaign, LSR Greenhorn.
Yep.
And you should be able to edit that one.
Good. All right, cool.
All right.
All right,
See you
guys.
guys next week.
Thanks, everybody. And we'll see.
out.
Hey, a lot of combat tonight. So, but you're in the wilderness now. So you're not in Kansas anymore.
No.
All right, guys. Y'all have a great night. We'll talk to y'all next Wednesday.
Thank you, world.
Cool.
See you guys.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
See ya.